Our throwaway society is a contributory factor to today's most challenging problems. Much of our rubbish ends up in landfill or incineration, a major source of pollution and greenhouse gases, instead of being recycled. And even though the waste we send to landfill in the UK has halved during the past 10 years, we are still throwing away far too much waste, and we need to improve our recycling rates. The vast majority of our waste comes from the supermarket shelf. Packaging for products like cereals, cans of food and newspapers are all made from materials that can be recycled. The first thing to do is to familiarise yourself with our 3-bin system and what waste can go into which bin. Burgundy bin is for recyclable materials. Green bin is for food and garden waste. Black bin is for household items that cannot be recycled. We will concentrate on the burgundy bin, as this is the bin where your recyclable waste can go. Items like glass bottles or jars, plastic pots such as yoghurt pots or margarine tubs, drinks cans, plastic bottles, paper and magazines, food cans, waxed food containers, cardboard, clean foil, empty aerosols, and clothes and footwear can all be recycled through your burgundy bin. You can also recycle soft plastics or wrappings such as film lids from fruit punnets, crisp packets, cling film and cereal bags by placing these in a single clear plastic bag, tying it at the top and then place it inside your burgundy bin. Paper and magazines should be placed directly into your burgundy bin and do not need to be separated. Clothes, textiles and footwear can also be placed inside a plastic bag, tied at the top and put inside your burgundy bin. And finally, small household batteries can be put into a small clear bag, tied up and placed on top of your burgundy bin lid. Please do not place this inside your burgundy bin, as if they go into the wagon they present a fire risk both inside the vehicle and in the recycling plant. Do not place any other materials in your burgundy bin, such as nappies or food waste, as this will contaminate not only your waste, but the entire load of the collection wagon. Did you know that the amount of recyclable and compostable wastes which remain in black bins currently stands at a whopping 45%. That equates to over 9,000 tonnes, or 9.5 1979 Volkswagen Beetles, or 220 bags of cement every year that has to be sent to landfill rather than be recycled or composted. Just think, if all this was placed in the right bin, how much you could help preserve the environment and the planet. So let's take you back to when you were finished with your product and what to do with it. The first thing to do is check that it can be recycled. This can be done by visiting our website or looking at the calendar that was delivered to every household in November. If it can be recycled, then please wash it out to remove any contamination like excess food. Once you have done this, it can then be placed inside your burgundy bin or into a kitchen bin with separate compartments ready to be placed into the relevant bins. And remember, for the pizza lovers out there, pizza boxes can be placed in burgundy bins, even if they have light, greasy staining. But please remove any grease-proof paper, food leftovers, or tear off any heavily stained sections of the box. Also, if you're able, please squash plastic bottles and put the tops back on so the recycling plant can pick all the plastic bits out and leave any metal tops off bottles so magnets on the sorting line can pick them off. When it is your scheduled collection day, make sure the correct bin is placed at the curbside by 6 a.m, ready for our refuse crews. And don't forget to place any batteries you have on top of the bin. Once your bin has been emptied, the collection vehicle will take its load to the materials recycling facility managed by H.W. Martin Waste Limited, based locally near South Normanton, where they take up the story on how the materials are separated and sent to be recycled.
Welcome to H.W. Martin Waste Limited. We help councils and businesses up and down the country to sort all of their recyclable materials. We make sure that all of the recyclable waste you put in your bins and boxes goes to places where it is recycled. It really is worth your efforts, and we will show you why. We receive hundreds of lorries and thousands of tons of materials at our materials recovery facilities. Once the lorries have tipped it into the holding bays, it isn't long before it is introduced into the sorting process. As the materials travel through the facility, bit by bit, each different type of material is separated from the rest. Many different machines and methods are used to do this, depending on what material we want to separate out at each point in the process. We can separate a wide range of materials, including the more obvious ones like paper, card, and metal cans. But we can also separate other materials, including textiles, glass, and plastic. Our process is the perfect balance between technology and people power. We use the latest engineering to extract materials, much of which happens at such a high speed it is invisible to the naked eye. Yet, we also rely on the brain and the eye to ensure the finished product is the right quality and is not contaminated with any rogue materials that shouldn't be there. It is a skill, and our people are the best at what they do. Many facilities operated by other companies cannot cope with glass in the mix, and those that can separate the glass out, and that is that. But where other facilities finish, ours has just begun. We not only separate glass from everything else, but we also grade the glass into different sizes, producing different fractions for different uses, including colored used to make new glass bottles and jars. It's the same with our plastic separation. Instead of sending all the mixed plastic bottles, containers, and pots all together to another reprocessor, we do it ourselves, sorting the plastics out by polymer type so that we can send that single polymer material directly to manufacturers. The result of our process is a wide range of high-quality materials, bulked and baled, ready for transporting to various outlets, most of which are in the UK. Steel cans, aluminium, hard plastics, PET polymer plastic, HDPE polymer plastic, flaked, washed and dried, newspaper quality paper, cardboard, glass fractions, washed and dried textiles. The mixed recyclable materials don't stop getting delivered to us, and we don't stop processing it.
The facilities at HW Martin Waste offer what is called closed-loop recycling. This happens when the plastic containers, glass bottles and aluminium cans that you put into your burgundy bin are turned back into bottles and cans, reducing the manufacturing need for virgin materials and placing fewer demands on our environment. So, please continue to recycle as much as you can to help preserve our world for generations to come.